Hey, so Mona, I know you joined us, wow, what are we now, like mid-Feb? You joined us like less than 3 months ago, like 2 months ago pretty much, right? It kind of feels like it's been kind of half a year because you've been thrown right in the deep end with all the work you've had to do in terms of understanding the guidelines that we work to, the technology, the standards, and of course, you know, you and I have sat down and gone through creating documentation around methane. I've had to remember my periodic table, which I don't think I remember since school, which is like 35 years ago. But yeah, talk to us a bit about that stuff. I mean, I know that's very broad and not a direct question, but it'd be interesting to hear about, you know, what you've seen as you've done some of your research around, you know, the technology, as in the work we do, working with farmers, and what people don't understand about it, I suppose, in terms of how these farmers deal with biomass, how there are positive elements to this around the greenhouse gases and stuff.
Right. So I think the surprising element for me, like whenever I discuss about the work that I do with other people outside of the organization, is like, first of all, there's no awareness about the existence of biochar. When I say that I work with farmers to create biochar, they would ask questions like, what is biochar? So then I have to explain the process, like what is a biochar? It's a byproduct of burning in a specific way. And they are surprised that there are organizations which are doing work in terms of like reducing the open field burning. And I think like whenever I talk to people here in Thailand, they are very much interested in having this kind of spread across more in Thailand, so that the open field burning situation can be controlled. So that's one surprising thing that I come across. And the other things that I was not aware of, like, is how these calculations are being done, like how we are making sure this biochar production is a positive impact. And this science being very new, so there is research, but there's also a lot of like something that actually Biochar Life is also helping to provide that data to these organizations, so that their research can be improved and the calculations that the way they are doing can be improved. So I was one of the things that I learned during this entire like 2 months. It's been 2 months, but I feel like I've gone through like different life cycles since I've been here. that there is so much that I was not aware of. That open field burning, I thought was only like causing pollutions, but I was not aware like what kind of gases are emitted, and like even in biochar production, what kind of gases are emitted. So I was not aware of that, and how this carbon science is implemented. So and I was very surprised about the methane emission as well, which was part of the open field burning. I was not aware of it. I'll just use as my ignorance. And I think like in 2 months, I learned that aspect, that what is and how much methane is emitted during open field versus biochar. So yeah, I would say like these are the surprising elements that I have come across in 2 months.